Yo, it's Jesse with Bowman Clearing. You're probably like, what the heck? Whose is this? Well, this is the 2014 299 that I just sold. I used the razor yesterday and this right here to go in the woods to put up a like a shooter house box house looking jig. We got, my dad and them are big time hunters, so they built the whole house piece, but they didn't have framing underneath it, so I picked it up with that and put it up in a tree, and then they did all the carpentry stuff. And then I realized yesterday, this is one of them deals I wish I never bought, or why'd I get it? I hit something yesterday. There's a chunk taken out of it right there. See that little knob right there? I hit a little stump piece or something. So we got this back, I can't remember, it's been maybe Friday or Saturday they brought it to me. So I've been working on this one. I've been using a cutting torch, cutting at it. I'd like to refix this later on, but I had to cut all that stuff off. Thinking about just going through there and just start cutting everything off. That way we can start pulling stuff with it. And then also the roller on the excavator on the left side, that side right there, came off. So that's why it was making bearing noise. But we're gonna get this one started. I got the mulcher over there in the brush. Oh, we're gonna test it out. The hydraulic pump came loose and so they had to have it fixed. So I don't know how much I've told about it, but all I know is that it messed it up. You can see me pick it up and shake it. What's supposed to do that? So they came and got it and had it supposedly fixed. So I used it yesterday for a little bit, but I'm gonna put the mulcher up to it. It's nice and cold this morning, so we got some property over there. We'll just start mulching, but I gotta unload the 450 over there. I gotta put this stuff up, but let's see if we can use this a little bit today. All right, so we got this going. I hooked the mulcher up, and started to scare me a little bit because this thing was regenning. And then, well, I moved it and hooked it to the mulcher. And then it hit into another regen, and it stayed for probably about 15 minutes into regen. So I don't know, so I let it run for a little bit. But anyway, I tried to get the grinders to crank. I mean, it's showing 47 degrees right now, but the wind chill is, oh, it's windy. Got two of these grinders, ain't worth the flip. That one's the one he gave me. He started it right up. I don't know what I done. I don't think I flooded it. I mean, I hit the buttons like I usually do a couple times, try to start it, but I don't know if these don't like the cold or what. But then I started looking at that. I thought that was something, and that's fluid. So the new one, or the newest one, or the only one I got, is leaking around the hydraulic tank. I'm not sure what the frick's wrong with it, so it's always something. But I wanted to show you that I had about 24 hours on these knives. These are the Romex. Some of them's a little beat up. And then the carbides, they're all right. See, the center one's pretty good. I'm trying not to take and sharpen them too much, which right now is obviously we can't sharpen them right now. But the thing is, they got some kind of coating on here, so you can see it or not. There's some kind of coating on here. When you start grinding, you can tell the difference because it'll be shiny versus the little lines in there. But we got 24 hours on those, and we still, that was about 3 jobs. So these are pretty bad, so we ain't gonna be able to hit nothing really These, since these are my old one, these, they're not too pretty and they don't cut, so that's why I upgraded to these. Just cost a lot to keep these. You can get carbides, be all right. But I'm gonna go ahead and grease the head, and we'll go ahead and start going out through there and mulching a little bit, kind of knock the brush down, kind of check it before we take it back to this, the new owner of this. So, but it'd be nice to have two of these. This is what my setup I really wanted, was these two right here, and then be sitting on the jaw ready to mulch. But it don't always work that way. But anyway, now I got to figure out why this is leaking hydraulic fluid, because that bucket was like $100 and something for fluid, and it's already having to fill up, and I probably put 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons. So anyway. That I forgot that I was out here. No, there's a lot of rocks. See right there, I'm glad I remembered vaguely. Whoops, get some of it. There's a few rocks over here. But this is the reason why I got into doing what I do, is because the guy that we've been here, my parents built this right around 2008, about 2007, 2008. It may be longer, I can't remember. We've had this has been in the family. Land was things like 14 acres or something like that, or 13.5 or something. But anyway, the guy that we used for the dozer work was reputable around here, or close, cheap, whatever. So the driveway doesn't get the attention that it really needs. But also my dad likes to throw stuff. We got stuff all right in here. I'm going around blocks, a bunch of stuff he said I'll pick up later. I love my dad to death, but man, he puts a lot of freaking work on me. But I know I got an exhaust system somewhere over here. I remember I was bush hogging over here with that bush hog, and there's some rocks in there too. There's another one. I'm gonna make my dad pick it up, since he likes to leave it here and say he's going to get it later. But anyway, I'll show you shortly what I'm talking about with that silo right there. My dad's got chicken houses we've only had for about 5 years, so before you go saying that we got chicken house money, you're full of crap. See, there's some rocks right there. Oh. But I've neglected doing stuff. Like right here, I think this has taken me like 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and it is absolutely rough. The guy with the dozer made it harder on us to get stuff cleaned up. That's why I want a dozer, a big excavator. That way I can clean up here, but also use it for my work too. But this is rough. They pushed up dozer piles right here, and just over time of me having a skid steer, I've been able to come out here and do some stuff, but there's a lot of sandstone, so it's kind of hard to mulch and brush cut when I had a brush cutter, which it's kind of spotty out through here, which you can't see because of the sun. That's what sucked too, is it's taking me longer because the sun's right in my eyes. I just wish I could get out here more, but it's just dirt mounds wadded up. So, and it's really rough too. So, oh man, another rock. But this is rough to do with a bush hog, because it feels like you're about to tip over and fall in a hole. So I'm gonna hit this little spot right in here, the sage grass, and I'm gonna call it. All right. So let it spool down a little bit. It done pretty good. Used it for probably about 3.5 hours. There's a lot of, I wish I could push in right in here, but it's got a bunch of rocks. And this used to be pretty bad. All the driveway used to be bad, but over time using skid steers and tractors and stuff kind of pushed down, because these just pushed up mounds. It used to be bad rutted right here, and over time of me having a skid steer and a brush cutter and mulching it a time or two kind of knocks it down. But right here looks like brush, but there's a mound of dirt. There's a mound of dirt over there. Dozers can be very helpful, but the guy that we had made a absolute mess. He cut like little right there, and then on the other side he cut it for the water to drain off, and it's all it does is just pond over there. So he didn't think nothing about it. He could push those trees up and just kind of, yeah. There's a lot of things I can say, but I don't think I'm a professional. But the more you do it, the more you know and can do. But I try to do these at least once a year, just because I got a mulcher. I could do it all at one time. It's rough. It's like riding a dozer trying to jump hills with it. So if you've ever run a dozer, it's absolutely rough. And see the way he cut it, the water rushes right down through here and it washes out, and all of our gravel's right in there. So, but it looks a lot better. I'd like to eventually get all this stuff all the way up to the house just cleaned out, kind of like the forest state park look, clean, but keep the forest like just kind of. I'd like to get that down there all the way up, so just kind of a couple acres back pushed. That way it'll look clean in between it. So maybe one day I can get a dozer and come in and just make this look good. It'll be a while, but like right here, it used to be a big old edge right here where he cut it. So it literally bowls right here. So water, when we get a lot of water, it piles up right there. I went down the driveway next to the mailbox, stuff like that, just kind of pushed up. But this, since I can compare to this one now, since I have it, these knives are just shredded. This mulcher is great, but I noticed a lot of bogging down. But this right here, it's just so big and bulky that it's hard to, when you don't know how the mulcher is. That Dennis Seamoff 150D, you can just tell where you're at, how you're mulching and stuff like that. But that newer one, it's 2014 versus the 2019 I have now, so it's a big difference. It's just like the pickup trucks. I figured that sage grass it wasn't getting hot. It's staying pretty cool, to be honest with you. Looks like the coolant's same. There's just a few hairs above the cold mark. I don't see no leaks. Hopefully the hydraulic pump is bolted in this time. Obviously it is. I mean, this was a good test. I don't see the hydraulic fluid's good. Other than that, it's pretty good. This cylinder leaks, needs a packing. But overall, I think it's ready to go back to its owner. So I'll probably use it for another hour or two. When I get back, I gotta go look at another job, or a few more jobs today. on top of the few that we got to go start. But, yeah, these knives are just, they're not really knives no more. I think if you sharpen them up, it would do a lot better. But some of these just take a beating, especially we got sand rock, and they're hard as a rock over here. It's several spots over here. But I just wanted to make a few minute video. I really wasn't going to record, to be honest with you, but I just thought I would show the, because I'm like, oh, he bought that, or he lost it, or something happened. But I'm just taking care of the customer with the issue that Cat didn't fix the first time, or this dealer, not just Cat in general, but just the shop that worked on this. But now it's taken care of. Nothing's leaking for the past 3 hours. The first time I brought it home, or got it home, I used it for a few minutes, and I could tell stuff was leaking. I could smell stuff, and it just wasn't right. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna miss this one. This is what kind of really started it, but I think it's good to go. I'm gonna use it for another hour or two before I bring it back to him. I'm gonna try to probably this weekend bring it to him. But we got a few jobs with the excavator and a few days of mulching, and then what if I get these jobs. But anyway, that's it for this. It's just kind of short, easy, simple to show you this one's back and get this one addressed with the issues. So see you on the next one.